Douglas Williams, fresh off an impressive 2-homer performance. He'll look to keep that momentum going today. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. So 2 down, Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit.
Williams.
Williams turning some heads with this recent stretch of impressive play. Sinker catches the zone at the knees.
Lots of rookies can have a hot streak, but once the league gets a book on you, starts attacking you differently, things can shift in a hurry.
I'm interested. This ball is roped, and it gets down into the gap in right center. Safely into second. He's got a double. Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Out towards right center field. Cruz on the move. He's got it. And there are 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Ian.
2 out, space is empty.
The designated hitter, Douglas Williams.
Williams working on a massive campaign right now, putting up some big home run numbers. Up and
that's
in,
and
that's ball 1.
Well, we've seen him flex some impressive power this season, and there's still a lot of time to go. If he can keep up this pace he's on, we could be in for something really special.
Cruz under it, and that will end the inning. So bases all loaded up. Williams digs in now. 1 for 3.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
And a foul ball. And a pitch. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And that gets down into the gap. Coming home. The relay to the plate. Tag. Not in time. He scores. It's 10-3.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
2 outs, runner at first. And now the catcher comes up to him. Gary Sanchez. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs take this one in a blowout. Williams had a great showing in the win. Drove in 3 runs on the day.
Well, Boot, can't say enough about what he did.
Douglas Williams on the hill for this one, fresh off a stellar string of outings. All eyes are focused on the up-and-coming prospect. Can he keep it going? It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about ready to go. And today's starting pitcher, Douglas Williams. What do we have on him?
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
The pitch. And a foul ball. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Next offering upstairs. The Cubs would love to get a win in this one to boost their postseason hopes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now here is Jared Triolo. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Yeah, and the clubhouse mood swings a little more with each game down the stretch, Boog. Win this one, and they'll be feeling pretty good. Lose it, and maybe some anxiety starts to set in.
Swung on, belted. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Round second, digging for third. The relay throw. And he's out.
Absolutely perfect execution of the relay right there to cut him down at third. And he probably should have shut it down at second base and been happy with the double, but it took a great play to get him. You just have to tip your cap.
Two outs, base is empty. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Maybe not an elite level switch hitter, but still a guy. Some contact and just success as a hitter from both sides of the plate. That's outside. Ball one.
Well, he doesn't get too big with the swing. He knows how to hit behind runners, and those are guys that can just smell that RBI. So when you're talking about a consistent player like this that can give you good at-bats from each side of the plate, that's the guy that you're going to see many times coming up big.
Popped up. Bush under this one. And that is that. One hit in the inning, but no one. And we're back. Here's O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz.
William back to work. William, a former All-Star, 22 years old, a former first-round pick in 2024. Torres, leadoff man, retired here in the second. Spencer Horwitz, the next Pirate to hit. This has been a career year for him when it comes to driving in runs. Fought off foul. One out, bases empty. That's down and in.
1-1.
Pitch misses, and it's 2-1. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, when those hitters count, sometimes can be a little too aggressive, and a good pitcher will play off of that. He's got to get a better pitch to hit.
Ground ball right side. Throws to first in time, and that quickly 2 away.
Batting six, the third baseman, number 6, David Fry.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, David Fry. And that misses off the outside edge. 2 outs, base is empty. That one is absolutely belted. Dives and makes the catch.
One of the most fun and exciting things you can do as an outfielder. You lay out, you make a diving catch, and you end the inning. That gets the team fired up in the dugout.
Base is empty, 1 away. And here is Douglas Williams. He's a major topic of conversation, the rare two-way player at the big league level. It's pretty early on in his major league career, but it's driving a lot of excitement around the game.
Yeah, Boog, hard to not get excited about a player with this much athleticism, this much talent. Just such a rare thing in baseball. And you know, just about every front office is watching him and dreaming of having their own guy like him in the organization.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reynolds gets under it. 2 down. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Gonzalez.
In the air, center field.
Mine.
Crow Armstrong right there to make the grab. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher to hit, Andy Rodriguez.
Rodriguez.
A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
0-1.
That one down the line, and that's just foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Back to the mound. It hit him. Not in time. He's safe. One down. Josh Palacios, the next Pirate to hit. Ball one and a pitch inside. And that one fouled off. And a 1-1. On the ground to third. And it stays fair. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now one out.
A couple of singles back to back. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
Swing, and he popped it up. And the infield fly rule called. And next is the designated hitter, Jared Triolo. Right through there for a strike. And that is cut on and missed. And it's 0-2.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. And that is that. Back here at the friendly confines as we go to the top of the fourth. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Brian Reynolds. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crow Armstrong should have it. Makes the grab, one away. Next, it's the Pirates cleanup hitter, O'Neal Cruz. Inside.
That's a ball.
1-0.
Well, I'll always remember how Cruz left his mark on Major League Baseball in his debut. 3 innings into his first game, he had the hardest throw by any infielder in baseball, the hardest hit ball all season by a Pirate, and the fastest sprint speed by a Pirate. This guy does it all.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Horowitz in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's 1-1. And that skips in the dirt. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the ground, Hampson in plenty of time to first, and he has thrown 4. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. William back to work. And that's in for a strike. Fry measures 6 feet even, 215 pounds, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. That one off the mark, and a count 2-1. That's hard hit on the line.
Got it.
Crow Armstrong puts it away, and there's 1 down. So up next, Nick Gonzalez. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. So 2 down now, and here is Andy Rodriguez. Right through there for a strike. The Pirates down by a run, and we're at the top of the 5th. And now it's even up. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. On the ground to the left, Hampson. Over to first, and the Pirates go 1-2-3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 on the north side of Chicago. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6, and now the right fielder, Josh Palacios. And there's a foul ball. Ball one there. That one missed. And now it's filled up.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
And down on strikes he goes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Dansby Swanson stands in. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. The Pirates trailing by 2, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
And Swanson is set down.
Nicely done right there to bury that 2-strike splitter in the dirt. Pretty much perfect execution. Very much like what you're trying to do with a 2-strike curveball. But you could argue a splitter is a little tougher to pick up than a breaking ball because you just can't see it out of the pitcher's hand like you can that hump in a curveball.
1-1.
Into center. Crow Armstrong running hard to get it. Got it. Nice grab. And that. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Porter Hodge. He's pitching on 2 days rest. David Fry now at the plate, right through there for a strike.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving through a wall.
Swing and a ball popped up. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs strand the tying run on base to win it. William with some good work on the mound in this ball game, but was going through it a bit at the dish. Douglas William ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. William digs in now. This one in the air. Triolo. Out number 2.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
William batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That misses. Yeah, that's ball 2. Popped up. Hayes makes the play, and it's out number 3. And the Cubs are down. Man at first, one away. Base knock right field. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
William in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. Despite having 9 hits in the game, the numbers don't exactly jump off the page in terms of exit velocity. Nearly half have been traveling less than 90 miles per hour off the bat, but they're finding a way to get it done.
Makes the catch. Runner tags at second, and it comes in too late. He's up to third on the flyout with 1 away. Kyle Farmer up to the plate now.
First baseman, number 12, Kyle Farmer.
Lift it to left, and this should do it.
I got it.
He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs finish off a 3-game sweep here in front of the home crowd. Williams didn't do a whole lot in the win.
Well, you'll never complain about
Douglas William getting ready. He's on an absolute tear this season, leading the league in runs batted in. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. So runner at second, 2 down. Romy Gonzalez will hit next. Bay on at second with 2 down. On the ground to third, William. Tosses across to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on. Back here at the friendly confines. Bottom of the inning. So up now for Chicago, Douglas William. Pepio back to work. Line drive, and that's a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And there's a strike. The Cubbies could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. He put a great swing on that ball. Took the barrel right to it. Nice extension as well. 105 exit velocity. That tells you everything you need to know about that swing.
Now back.
1-run game. 1 out. 1 on.
William.
A lot of folks believed he could make an early impact this year, and that's exactly what he's done. Lots of extra base hits, and his confidence seems to be growing with every game he plays.
And a foul ball. Pepio with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups. On the ground, could be 2. There's 1.
Got him.
And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We're through. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. New inning getting started. And stepping in for the Rays, Forrest Wall. On the ground to third. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
Base is empty with 2 away. Pedro Leon now at the plate. This could end it. On a line, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
Lifted to left, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs getting the win here behind some great pitching and defense. William did okay for them in this one.
I'm sure they're glad they got the win, but if he's going to be a driver for their offense, he needs better days than this. Some good signs in this one, though.
Douglas William ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. And we'll be back with the first pitch. And now the DH, Douglas William. Really interesting to see him continuing his career as a two-way player at the major league level. Definitely always a topic of conversation around the game.
Because it's so rare in baseball history, it gets people excited. He's a great athlete to be able to do this kind of thing.
Friedel sizing this one up, and there's 2 away.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 1-0. The Cubs would get a big boost from a win in this one, so close to the end of the season. And there's a ball.
Not much time left in the season now, Boog, and it can be hard to recover mentally when you lose games you should win. They need to limit the mistakes and fight for every run.
Next offering is in for a strike. Swung on, belted. That one's deep. That's down. 1 hops off the wall. Coming home. He'll score easily. Throw cut off to third. Not in time. He's safe.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning.
We refer to third base.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next is the designated hitter, Douglas William. This one popped up right side. Aranda squeezes it. 2 down. So runner at second, 2 down. Trujillo digs in now. The Rays down to their final strike. Got him, and that's the ball game. William did a good job in the win.
Well, you can't win a lot of games without hitters delivering like he did in this one. No question, he's a key contributor for him.
Douglas Williams. Just about ready to go. The former All-Star looking to help his team get a win today. It's the Tampa Bay Rays and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. So, almost ready to get underway. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Douglas Williams. Been a pretty impressive first year in the big leagues for him.
Well, he's a Rookie of the Year candidate, and what I'm impressed by is his ability to make quick adjustments. The control and command has been there, something you don't see in young pitchers, but I think he's got more than just Rookie of the Year potential, but perhaps a Cy Young in the future.
Cedric Mullins, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. To third, Daly. Zips it to first. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second, the left fielder, number 1, Richie.
Now the left fielder, Richie Palacios. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
There it was. Oh, here it is. Hit it. He gets a take, gets ahead in the count.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Hat on the move to the gap. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 up, 2 down. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ivan Gonzalez. Hit in the air, left field. Hat settles underneath it. He makes the grab. And that is that. No score. Here at Wrigley Field, all set for the start of the inning. And here is T.J. Friedel. William back to work. William, a former All-Star, 22 years old. He's one of very few players in Major League Baseball born in Maine. Pitch misses, and that is ball one. The 1-1 is fouled off. Into center and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Struck him out looking.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set up, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
And a foul ball. On the ground to second, might be 2. Boots it to second, and he's safe.
Batting seventh, the right
2 on, 1 out. Pedro Leon next to hit for the Rays.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Second inning here, no score. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed or way.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Romy Gonzalez, the next to hit. Just missed.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Schneider pulls it in on the run. So a hit and an error in the inning, but they aren't able to score. 1 down. Now at the plate, Douglas Williams.
Williams.
Cubbies would love to build their case for the postseason with a win in this one. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. His 43rd home run of the season. It's 1-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season.
Basabe.
Strike on the inside corner.
No ball. 1 strike.
Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2. Fouled off. And they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Ground ball to the right side. And that's a fair ball. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So the batting order turns over. Cedric Mullins getting ready to hit. Fought off foul. Basabe at third with nobody out. Swing and a miss, struck him out. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
And that drops in for a strike. And fouled off.
2-2.
In the dirt, blocked. Runner stays put at third. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, they were pretty much giving it to him right there. Playing the infield back. All you're looking for on offense is a simple ground ball. You got to tie.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. No advance, though. Two outs and a runner at third. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Late swing fouled off.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
In the dirt, but kept close. And an excellent job keeping it right there. And a pitch. That one off the mark. And now it's 3-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a high fly ball right field.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
And that's the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, a triple, but they leave him stranded. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cubs 1, the Rays nothing. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Friedel.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. That one ripped way back there. Drops for a hit. He couldn't run it down. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Put a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
That's a little bit low.
Well, as a pitcher, when you make a big pitch down around the knees and don't get the call, it'll eat at you out there. So some handle it a little bit better than others.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Man, I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting a call he probably should have gotten. He didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
And now the catcher for the Rays, Dalton Rushing. And that one is inside. Rays down by a run. Tap foul at the plate. Swing and a chopper out to short. In time to Bush. That's it out.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Leon at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-1.
Friedel at second with 2 down. Fly ball down the line. Hat on the move.
That's up. Whoa.
And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. We're midway.
Up next for the Cubs, the designated hitter, Douglas Williams.
Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Palacios in position. He's got it, and that will end the inning. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. William back to work. And ball 1. Gonzalez in his 5th season, 29 years old. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. Just missed. On the ground to the left, Brujan tosses to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow right field, and that is foul. Out towards right center. That's well struck. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Round second, digging for third. And he's got himself a triple.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Put a really nice balanced swing on it, and when you can rope.
This one swung on and hit well, way back there. And that one's gone into the bleachers. A 2-run blast. And that's how they take the lead. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
1 down. Now, Richie Palacios.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Still only 1 out here in the inning. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Gonzalez in the box again, takes a strike.
He must have been looking for something else because he gave up on that pitch a little early. It was right down Main Street. Probably not going to see a better pitch to hit in this at bat.
And there's a foul ball. 2 outs. Pitch is in the dirt. Now 1-2. Stays alive. Next one misses. And that's ball 2.
2-2.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll circle the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a run. It's 3-1.
Clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it.
Adrian Morejon takes over on the mound.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
You know, these Cubs, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Line drive, caught.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. In there, and it's 0-1.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And now it's even 1-1.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
On the ground, right side. Now only 1 out remaining.
That play won't be trending on social.
Here's Joey Bart now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Palacios raging back towards the wall. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays salvage the finale of this 3-game series. William with a respectable game both at the And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. It's Major League Baseball on a Friday night. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shelby. And we've got a Major League debut on the mound in this one, Chris. And always interesting to see how that goes. But I'm sure there's a mix of excitement and nerves running through him right now.
Absolutely. Playing your first game in the show, it's just a little different for everyone, but no one walks in unfazed by the moment. I don't care what they say to anybody, and that's especially true as a starting pitcher that's expected to go out there and give your team a quality outing. All eyes will be on him out there on the ball. Should be fun to watch and see how it plays out.
Perez back to work. Line drive. Base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are two down. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
Just about gives his skipper a heart attack, but that's where he functions best.
Swing and a foul out of play. And that one is lifted in the air. Conine makes the grab. And the inning, 2 on 2 outs.
Number 13, Douglas Williams.
Ball one.
In the dirt. And the 1-0. On the ground. Sneaks through, base hit. Coming home. The throw in. It's offline. The run comes in.
Comes through with the RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
There's a swing and a drive. This looks like extra bases. Coming home. He'll score. 2 runs are in. The throw to third, and he's out trying for 3. And they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But they blow this one open with a... So a man at first. Here's the third baseman, Douglas Williams. So here's the guy that is, I think, right now the favorite to win the National League MVP. Two outs.
Hey, 2.
Hit on the ground to short. Edwards. Off balance throw in time. That's the third out. And at the plate for Miami, Jonah Bride. Miller is just 1 strike away. Got him, and that's the ball game. Trevino with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball.
Douglas Williams getting ready. He's on an 1 down. Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. Singing, even casual fans have heard this guy's name. Of course, he's the rare major leaguer who both pitches and hits. I mean, you're talking about a rarity both historically and in the modern game.
Yeah, and you don't have to be Babe Ruth or Shohei Ohtani for this to be impressive. He's proved his tremendous talent by taking the two-way role this far.
Here at Wrigley Field, and here is Dane Myers. On the ground to the left. One up, one down. Pretty good job on the mound in this one, Siggy. It feels like we've seen a lot of off-balance swings.
Yeah, just one free pass, and obviously he's not a big strikeout guy, but he gets soft contact and he gets outs.
Oh, great stop. Over to first. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Back here in Wrigley Field, bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Douglas Williams. The Cubbies could definitely use a win here with the end of the regular season approaching.
We're pretty late in the season now, Boog, and every win or loss is magnified. Got to do your job on every play and make sure you don't cost the team by losing focus.
Beozo back to work. Inside, just missed.
You know, these Cubs doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. The numbers tell us they're averaging more than a hit every inning, and they've only struck out twice, so they keep finding ways to put their bat on the ball.
That's inside.
Just missed. And there's a ball.
Inside.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
One away, bottom of the 6th.
The left fielder, number 8, Ian
Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 in this one.
Williams.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. That one misses,
inside.
and now it's even 1-1.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
Inside, and a count 2-1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one off the mark, 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. His 44th home run of the season. It's 9-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Two outs, base is empty. Trent Grisham, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground, and this should do it. Throw to first, ball game. And the Cubs use 2 pitchers to combine for the shutout. Williams really stood out in this win. Had only 1 hit, but made it count with a homer.
Such a tremendous effort at the dish. Not every game is going to be like this one, so you need to enjoy it when it's happening.
Douglas Williams ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Miami Marlins and the Chicago Cubs. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here at the friendly confines, here's the rookie third baseman, Douglas Williams. Garrett back to work. That's out to center field. Grisham on the move, and he hauls it in, and there's one away. Let's check out some notable MVP candidates so far this season.
Douglas Williams.
And that's outside. Ball one.
What a year it's been for the rookie. He's getting a lot of playing time, and there's no doubt he's earned it. He's looked good at the plate and continues to be a valuable piece in this lineup. You know, these Cubs doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Base is empty, 1 away. Dane Myers, the next up for the Marlins. On the ground to third, Williams. Fires to first in time. Runner at first with no outs here. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. He flexes his power with that swing. His second home run of the series, and they lead it. It's 3-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. He's already homered here in this one. Hit on the ground to the right side. Off balance feed, there's one. And that's 2.
The left field.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play. And then from there.
Got it! And that's the ball game. Williams was outstanding in this ball game, helping them get the win.
No question, he was a big piece of their success in this ball game. Fantastic effort at the plate.
Douglas Williams ready to go in this one. This breakout star has been a model of consistency at the plate, leading the league in batting average. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. First pitch coming at you right after the break. So 2 down, and here is Douglas Williams.
Williams.
Williams matched a homer in his last game. No score here in the second. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that'll do it. Nothing doing for the offense that time. Now to the bottom of the second. We're tied 0-0. One out, base is empty.
Designated hitter, Douglas Williams.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Williams, a former All-Star, 22 years old. What a run over the last 10 as he's hitting over 400 during that span. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back, and it's gone. And we are starting over. It's 2-2. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. High fastballs, especially with good velocity, can be really hard to catch up to. But he stays tall, his top hand works extremely well, and he absolutely clobbered it.
Two down, go ahead run in scoring position.
Douglas Williams.
And that is out of play.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. Out of here. A home run off the foul pole. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And now they're out in front. It's 4-2.
His confidence is through the roof with the way he's been swinging it lately. He's on a really good run. Well, he really crushed that thing down the line, and everyone had to hold their breath until it clanked off the pole. And every time that happens, it just kind of feels like a trick shot or something. But really, it's just a stroke of luck that it stays fair long enough.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. This could end it. Gets under and pops it up. Rengifo. He'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers extend their winning streak to 5 in a row. Williams, certainly not the reason they lost this game. 2 homers on the day.
Well, Boog, they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was just incredible in this one. He looked like a threat every time up, even in a loss.
Douglas Williams is focused and ready for this one. Yet another chance to show the baseball world what he's made of. It's the Chicago Cubs taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Back here with my pal Singy. And now here's the starter for the Cubs, Douglas Williams. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Rengifo with some impressive production lately. Next pitch is outside.
You don't stick at the major league level unless you can string together consistently solid performances. Right now, he's showing us why he's lasted in the big leagues.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Good job of just putting the ball in play with 2 strikes. Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
Here's Freddie Freeman now.
Very humble guy, and on the field, off the field, and he goes about his at-bats in that way, Boog. He's just trying to stay with the plan, and that plan is hit the ball to left center field, drive the ball that way, let it travel.
Yep. Rengifo gets his lead at first with nobody out. And a swing and a miss.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch, perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Check swing, now an appeal to third. He did not go around. And Freddie takes the K.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Betts.
Mookie Betts will make his way to the plate. Another solid power season. Betts recently taking home Player of the Month honors. Fought off foul.
And what a show he put on last month, Boog. Really impressive work at the dish. And I'm sure his teammates and the coaching staff appreciate it. Great having a bat like this in the lineup.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
1-2.
In the dirt. Man at first, one away. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This one in the air right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. Brings it in. 2 down.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter,
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that one is inside. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in the second game of the series. And there's a foul ball. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Way back there. Out of here. A 2-run homer. Home run number 30 on the year. It's 2-0.
Pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
2 outs, base is empty. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Not only can he hit the cover off the ball, he's got a great eye as well. Well, with this many pitches thrown here in this first inning, I mean, you're giving the other team a really good look. He's going to have to find a way to get some weak contact, maybe a swing and miss, get into that dugout and hit the reset button. Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Check swing, and he went.
1 ball.
And it's 1-2.
3-3.
And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Inside, just missed. Check swing, trying to hold up. Now an appeal to third. And Freddie Ferguson says he went around. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
2-2.
1-1-1.
Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and they don't get an out on the play. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory, average going up, OBP, everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
There's a strike at the knees.
2 strikes.
Foul ball still 0-2. Corners are occupied with 2 down. Swing and a pop-up. Daly brings it in, and that'll do it. Base is empty, 1 away. Douglas Williams, the next Cub to hit. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. Outman sizing this one up. He's got it. 2 down.
Batting 7, the left fielder, number 8, Ian.
Back here in L.A., ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here comes Chris Taylor. Breaking ball misses down and away. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. Now 1-1. Saying he wasn't very sharp in the first, got hit around a little bit, just wasn't able to locate particularly well. A lot of stuff at the fat part of the plate.
Yeah, Boog, he wasn't fooling anyone. It's a tough place to be because it's not always obvious what adjustments need to be made. Sometimes it's location, sometimes it's being too predictable. Sometimes you're tipping your pitches. He's going to need to figure it out quickly, though.
Now this is in the air down the line, and that's a foul ball. Next pitch is outside.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Full count.
Swings and misses. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Well, that split caught a lot of the zone. Definitely a hittable pitch, but coming off the fastball the pitch before, it's kind of tough to recognize. You notice there's something different about it. He threw it with the same arm action, same release point, and he left it up. But the movement and the change of speeds, that was enough to do the job.
Next offering is in for a strike.
0-2.
That one missed. In the air, right side. Suzuki on the move. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. Out number 2. Rengifo in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike.
One.
Hard hit to third. In time to Bush.
He's out.
That is the inning. Nothing doing here this as we go to the last of the third. Now the number 2 hitter, Freddie Freeman. William back to work. Fastball for a strike at 95. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Up the middle. Torres fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1. Here's Mookie to hit. Flied to right his first time. Gets the outside corner with that one. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Next offering is downstairs. Gets a piece and stays alive. One out, base is empty. And that misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got him swinging. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Misses inside, and that is ball 1. Just missed.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count is 3-1. 2 outs, base is empty. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy's just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Tucker, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely. Wasting no time. He's 2 for 2 now on the night, and just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously? We're starting with this already. So digging in, James Outman. And there's the strike. Ohtani on second. Tucker on at first with 2 down. Next pitch is outside.
Too close for me, partner, to take that 0-2 fastball, but for whatever reasons he let it go by. He's still in the at-bat. I don't think he'll let the next one go.
And there's a ball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. Swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here comes the manager out of the Cubs. Merrill Kelly taking over on the mound.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. First and second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Popped up. Rengifo squeezes it, and that is that. Cubs strand a couple. They trail in this one 3-0. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, where do you stand on the wave?
Well, the wave of star players in MLB or the wave around this ballpark?
The wave around the ballpark.
I think it's a little outdated. I'm more of a Thundersticks guy.
And that's not outdated? Yamamoto back to work. Yeah, you see some guys into the fashion nowadays and big on the gram, as the kids like to say. Post their fits, right? That's what you say?
Is that what it is?
It's a fit, your fit, your outfit, your fit.
Got a little drip around the neck too.
Yeah, believe it. Scale of 1 to 10, how old do we sound right now?
Really old, like close to Social Security benefits.
Yeah. 1-2 now. That one ripped. High bounce takes it over the fence for an automatic double.
Ian Happ.
Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Douglas William, 1 for 3.
So easy to look at the big boys in this lineup, but he has been a pleasant surprise all season long.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. To Betts at second for 1. On to first, double play. And that's the inning. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. 2 outs, nobody on. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That one the other way. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers slug their way to a win in this one. William was solid with the bat. Some good ABs, but a forgettable pitching performance.
Boogie put together some really good at-bats for him, but I agree. His pitching was not as good as they wanted from him. Overall, though, I think it was an okay.
Douglas William ready to put on a show, playing as the league leader in home runs this season. So 2 down, and up next for Chicago, Douglas William. Two of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this, because you have 2 of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate. Look out.
And makes the play, and that's out number 3. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Two out, space is empty.
Douglas Williams.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Two down, nobody on. And ball 1. There's a swing and a drive. This one's got a chance. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. And that's a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, and on a nice trajectory. Average going up, OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
William can't hold up, and that's a strike.
0-1.
First and second, 2 down. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Ground ball, Freddie Freeman. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So they strand a pair. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the sixth. It's the Cubs 1 and the Dodgers nothing. Two outs, runner on first. And next for the Cubs, Douglas William. 1 for 3. McGill, 32 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2015. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
2 outs. Swinging a foul straight back. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. Fouls one off. 2-2. Cut on and lifted in the air. Outman on his way over. Nabs it. And that is that. So no runs here on a base hit. No errors. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. William will hit next. 1 for 4 with a double. First pitch doesn't find the zone. That one fouled off. And a foul ball. That one not close. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good job to fight that one off.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
2 on, 2 outs. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
That's a base hit. Run scores.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
The Dodgers down to their final strike. He's got it. Ball game. And the Cubs claim the win here behind some great pitching and defense. William added 1 more to that hitting streak.
I really liked how he looked in this one. He consistently came to the